Unplugged, unfiltered, uncensored. It's Mikey Unplugged on HB Radio, and it's starting right now.
Oh, we back. We're back.
We're back.
Yeah, we are.
And we have a friend of mine, the notorious Devin Physique in the building.
What up, guys? What up?
What's going on? Devin, you're in Vegas now. Loving life.
Been here 2.5 years now. It's flown by.
Yeah?
I feel like with the COVID stuff, like it felt like it took forever, but at the same time, it went by hella fast.
Are you liking it better than Cali?
Oh, I'm not going back.
No, that's it. I feel Heartbreak. I feel like once we get people here, they're here. We keep them.
Most definitely.
Like, I mean, all of our friends we know, we keep them. They stay.
Yeah, I just said I'm gonna try it out. If I like it, I'll stay. And honestly, I have no desires to go back to Cali.
You're Encino, right? Encino.
No, so my family, we from like the Inland Empire. And
Okay.
Then we transitioned into like OC.
Oh, Brandon.
Brandon. Coming in. Okay.
You trying to help him with the mic? You gotta calm down over there. You're pregnant. You can't put another baby in there.
Hey, hold on a
Sure I
second,
can.
man.
Sure I can.
So Inland Empire, that's pretty cool. So 2.5 years you've been in Vegas. For my listeners that don't know, I'm gonna let him explain it. Devin is like the pioneer of social media influencers. Like, I feel like you were the first person that I even saw before I knew you. You were the fitness influencer that everybody knew. Before it kind of took off. And then when did this start? It was like 2014, 15 when you really started doing
Yeah, when it got crazy, it was around 14, 15. We started probably going into around 2012.
What was so I always like to ask before we get into that type of stuff, what was your fitness background? What was the moment in your life where you're like, you know what, fitness is going to be a part of my life and it's going to be how I make my money?
Yeah, so I actually, in high school, I ran cross country. So I was super skinny, 120 pounds, like just a stick pretty much.
Yeah.
And I'm not tall, so I'm really small, right? And then I went to college and then I realized running wasn't for me. So I came back home and I wasn't running anymore. And I remember a good friend of mine back then, she's like, man, you're so skinny. You look like an anorexic patient.
Oh, God.
And I was just
That's
like,
so rude.
But all my life I was skinny.
Do you
so-
still talk to this friend?
I mean, we're still cool, but we're just in different lives in our or
Gotcha.
different times in our lives. But yeah, so for the first time, that actually affected me. You know, all my life I was skinny, so why did that one comment at that moment, you know, make me feel a certain way? And then I got in the gym and I never stopped after that. So I've been 19 and a half. I just turned 30, so 11 years strong. But that's kind of how it
Nice.
started.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. And so cross country, were you playing any other sports? Or it was just cross country
It was
growing up?
well, growing up, I played baseball, football,
Okay.
the whole thing. But and then yeah, when I got into high school, I was so burnt out from those sports that I just didn't have a desire.
That's kind of the same way. I've wrestled for 17 years, and then once I just like, I ended up getting a full ride to fucking to college, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do this, man. I can't. Didn't see myself being a good wrestler and a good student. I was gonna fail at one of them.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. When I went into high school, I was really pumped on basketball, but I'm like, I'm a white kid that's like not tall, and all the dudes that came in
Could be the
same
shooter
year,
though.
I just came into the bad year where all the athletes were there. And they
Yeah.
were just better. So
then
that's what made me pick up cross country. I went
Do you
into the track.
still run?
Do you still run?
Hell
I was
no.
literally about to ask that.
Well,
No.
no, because I did cross country too. So
Oh, did
when
you?
I was in high school, so that's why I was curious if you still run, because I used to, but obviously not right now. But
Yeah, I don't even think I've ran a mile in years.
She genuinely enjoys cardio. She's sick. She
Yeah.
likes riding bikes. She likes running. She likes doing stuff that like I hate.
Yeah, that's
well, I'd
awful.
rather swim, but you know,
That's
I
cardio too.
don't like I don't like washing my hair every time I swim, so it's just a problem.
Oh, okay. So then fitness obviously became probably the biggest part of your life, I'd say. No, I mean, when did this social media thing for you happen? Because I mean, everybody has their one thing, maybe that one video that triggered it. What was the start of this?
I mean, I think the whole, you know, getting on the platform at the right time. You know, you see the big YouTubers that were on at the right time. They got millions of followers now and all that stuff. So I think when I got on Instagram and I was just promoting my journey, I just got in that right wave. And then Shreds came in a couple months later, and then we just started killing it from there.
Yeah, and then
Nice.
you were doing all you caught the convention circuits. Were you doing the conventions for Shred, going all around and stuff
Yeah,
like
so
that?
when we first linked up as a team, or we started putting a team together, we were actually walking the booths. I mean, like the expo. We didn't have a booth or anything like that.
okay.
Yeah, so we were just making our presence known at like the LA Fit Expo and
Yeah.
all that stuff. The Anaheim one wasn't even around yet, but that's kind of how it started. And then we picked up like Paige Hathaway. We just started picking up pretty much what they did, which was smart, is they found all the fitness influencers that already had a big following. And back then I had 10K and I thought I was the shit. You know, like that was a lot. Like even my friends were like, how do you even have that many people following you? You know, so they just picked all the top people that were killing it right off the get-go, and we just created shreds from there.
It's crazy. Like 10K, I mean, back in the day, 10K, it was something, but
yeah.
to like, obviously you're at 1.5 million now or whatever, but you still have an interactive following. That's kind of like what it's all about. I feel like a lot of people have these huge followings, but you won't see any type of comments,
or they like slowly fade away and people just kind of don't see them anymore.
Yeah, like throughout the years, you've consistently kept it. Like that's hard to do. And is it because you're constantly interacting with the fans? Like what do you do?
I think that has a little bit to do with it, but then also, when the trends change and Instagram changes, are you constantly evolving with the platform? And that's what I tell people all the time. If you're not evolving and you're doing the old stuff, just like anything else, you're gonna stay stagnant. So I'm always looking like, what's the next big thing that I can stay on top and stay relevant for 10 plus years now almost.
Yeah, and you're constantly posting content, videos. Is there a video that you did back in the day that was like, fuck, this one's taken off? Like, there has to be like one. There's always one thing that was like, fuck.
You know what? I do have a picture, and we always used to talk about it, that was like the one picture that like set it off for me. And this was back when I was like 22. I mean, I've had other ones since then, but that was like that one. I'll have to get it for you guys so you can.
Yeah, we'll have to post on that. Post on the Mikey Unplugged plate. I think that'd be cool. So you're training at Fit Club now. Heartbreaker's over there with Ryan Diaz at Fit Club. Can we get Heartbreaker on a regimen? Is this the next client?
Are we gonna get him huge or what?
Listen, we've been trying. We
have a running joke though. This is eventually about to happen. We keep bringing Fit Club people in here, and we finally got him in there and now DJing. But now we have the biggest trainer. I would say probably the biggest trainer in Las Vegas, right here in the station, Heartbreaker. If he lays it on the table, would you go and train and get huge?
I don't want to get huge, but listen.
That's what they all say when they start.
And then they start seeing progress and they want to get huge.
I'm gonna say this again since this is new for you, right? I used to be really in shape.
Yeah.
I used to go to the gym 3 times a day, 6 days a week.
I heard he had a 6-pack too.
I did have a 6-pack.
Hey, you can't have the Heartbreaker name and not fit the part either.
You gotta break hearts, man.
You gotta be just jacked.
I just got, I was just telling them earlier. I just got my weight down. I'm at the right weight finally. So I think maybe I'm starting to consider it. I'm at 148 right now, which is great for my height. So I think it's maybe time to start bulking and cutting.
I figured eventually we talk about it enough, it's gonna happen.
He's gonna eventually get
I had a feeling Devin was gonna be the turning point. I kind of
Devin looks expensive.
You should see the car he drove up in.
Yeah, no, I'm okay, buddy.
Oh, come on.
That's actually good. I want to talk to you about clients a little bit. So
Ooh,
I know,
me too.
I know you still have, you still take on clients, and you probably don't even have to, but I think you do it. Is it because it's a passion? Do you hand select your clients the way like people you want to? Do people give you stories first, and then you're like, hey, okay, I'll bring you on? How does this work with you?
Yeah, so actually when I moved to Vegas, that was the first time I ever even started doing in-person training. Up until then, I was strictly online. All my clients were online, and I still do that now, obviously. But the in-person for me was just to get me out of the house more too.
Okay.
And then, one of my closest friends, she's a client of mine. I've been friends with her now 2 years. We've been training together for 2 years. And it's funny, we talk so much like personal stuff back and forth. And I told her, I'm like, you're probably like one of my best friends, like secretly, like we don't hang out outside of the gym.
Yeah, but like consistent.
Like all the different things she was going through, she'd always tell me, I'd tell her. I just felt like we had a connection there too. So aside from that fact, I like to be able to connect with people like that, and so the in-person, I would say, is the best type of training you can get from me.
Yeah.
Because if you're paying that top dollar, like he says, I look expensive, you're gonna take that shit fucking serious.
Of course.
But if you're paying $20 a session, you're probably gonna go eat a burger as soon as you're done.
Yeah, that's like anything. You put money into it, you want to see a
all
return.
My clients follow my plan exactly. They don't miss a training session. They're never late. Nothing. They're on point every time.
That's great.
If you don't mind me
really
asking,
awesome.
how much is a typical?
So I normally do it per session. So and like I said, I don't need the money, and obviously it's my time that I'm taking away, right? That's why I always tell people, like, build your online space first and then the in-person, because you can't supplement that time when you're training somebody. Like, if let's say for Ross, he's killing it in person, but if he ever wants to take it to online, he's gonna have to at some point take some of those clients down and lose the money there, so he can sacrifice that extra time to online.
Ross is there like morning to night.
I know. I barely never not see him.
That guy, his work ethic is fucking top notch. I'll give it to him, man. But you're right. You're gonna have to supplement somewhere. You're gonna take away from something. But that's why I was like, so some of the people that you have, your friends, have you got any like good stories that they're like, hey, you know, I'm really trying to get over this thing and I need you in my life to help me?
Yeah, you know, not too many people confide in me in that stuff until I get a couple sessions in, and then they start talking about some stuff. Maybe they don't feel as comfortable. Because like I go back to my client that I've had, she's dropped over 100 pounds. I've had her for 2 years.
Amazing.
Yeah, and she was going through some crazy struggles plus COVID and everything. So, you know, I'm super proud of her. But when she jumped on, she was with her ex-husband at the time, and she had zero desire to like, I don't want to send him pictures. I don't know him. I don't want to train with him. It was all about him, and it flipped, and now she's my number one.
That's
so you just
great.
never
That's
know how it's
awesome.
going to start, you know?
For sure.
That's awesome. I know Brandy has a question. she wanted to
All right,
ask
Mikey.
you.
All right, Mikey. Don't take this too hard. So you're a great looking guy. So how many clients do you have that have tried to hit on you? Or what's the funniest story you can tell me like about something along those lines?
Okay, so I don't take on too many clients. So the most
Okay.
I'll ever take on at one point is 5 clients, right? So right now I think I have 3. But I've only had like 2 girls that have ever trained with me.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Ever. And it's the one that I have now, which obviously she's older, and she's like my mom, you know, I look at it that way.
So they keep it professional.
Yeah, and then the other one was just a good friend of mine. So I guess I haven't had any
I
experience.
feel like
man.
the DMs probably say otherwise.
DMs are different.
I feel like it goes down in the DMs,
DMs
a little
are
bit.
different.
But at that same point too, like because my price points are higher, my clientele's different.
They
Yeah,
take it
gotcha.
serious, you know.
Yeah,
That's
and-
for sure.
And most of these bottle service girls, they ain't gonna be spending the money to pay for me.
No, not at all. I mean,
Well, I mean, some of them make a lot
some
of money.
of them,
so they
well, not during
probably
COVID. I mean, fuck COVID.
could.
A lot of people
COVID
lost
fucked up
everything.
A lot of people.
But would they really want to spend their money on like training? You
Yeah,
know?
true. So actually during COVID, did you have to like do a pivot? Did you do some like quarantine type workouts?
Yeah, so I bounced around a couple gyms that were like secretly letting me in. Yeah, I was getting all
we
the
kind of
flat-
did the same thing too.
Yeah, we definitely did. We were like, so which friends of ours would let us
Yeah,
use
right.
their
I won't say
gym?
anything.
They won't say names.
I think out of the whole COVID, I was out of the gym for a month. There was a 1 month period where I couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
So
in
I
the
didn't
beginning,
train.
people were super
Yeah,
serious.
they were super serious about the COVID.
And even when I found the gyms that I was personally training at, I was still able to train my clients too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I didn't take too much of a break from there. So COVID
Yeah.
actually was a good time for me, you know, with fitness and stuff. And then for some reason, you know, obviously I breed the Frenchies too. People were buying dogs left and right.
Yes.
I know. I told you to
want
bring it.
a
I told you to bring
dog.
one
fuck,
today.
I totally forgot to bring it. You should have reminded me.
Oh man, I was gonna
I'm
surprise
having-
Brandy with the Frenchie
I
today.
have like dog fever. I have like puppy
She
fever.
got baby
so
fever,
bad.
dog fever, anything.
Well,
you
All
the
the
get.
baby
fevers.
fever is gone because like
Yeah, you
I'm
got the baby
cooking.
now.
I'm cooking a
Speaking
baby
of, you
right
didn't even
now.
ask him about that. I thought that was gonna be your question.
No,
but-
I am, but there's, you know, we're talking about clients, so
Yeah.
why would I talk about my pregnancy when we're talking about
Yeah,
clients?
she's been super like, you know, having a hard time getting in the gym pregnant. So she was gonna ask you some advice on some stuff with that.
Well, no, it's not even just me, but you know, like me coming out pregnant, and I'm finally like, hey guys, so me and Mikey are having a baby, and you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of people that follow me are also pregnant too. So like they're like, so I see you've been going back to the gym lately, which has been really hard.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, I take like 2-minute breaks in between each
Set
thing,
and everything. Yeah,
and
it's
then
all right.
like breathing like.
Yeah, what does it feel like to have a baby and work out?
Well, it depends on the day. The other day, like I felt super energetic. I had no issues. Like I could breathe naturally fine, like no worries. And then the next day, I was like,
Her heart rate skyrockets. It was at 180, like on a level 2 on the Stairmaster.
Jesus.
yeah. So like it's been pretty difficult, and it's been kind of hard. Like being out of the gym, I'm not used to like not working out, not being active, not doing the things I normally like to do. So I was wondering if you've ever had to work with pregnant women, and if they had any.
Or stuff they can do
Yeah.
to maybe.
You know, over
Really,
the
like,
years, I
help
don't
a
think that I've
little?
ever, that at least that I know of, you know, if anyone's ever asked me questions, like when it comes to that stuff, I always just say, ask your doctor, because for me, like, I'm like, I don't know, you know, I could give you like the meal plan and the training and stuff, but
Yeah.
you got to find out what your doctor too is like saying, hey, how much can you push it? But you see some of these pregnant girls, they look like
Some of them push it to the limit.
yeah,
Like
they're
Oh,
like
yeah.
squatting and doing the whole bit.
I just.
Yeah, my doctor just told me to take it easy. He
Yeah.
said no heavy lifting, which sucks. But, you know, he said no heavy lifting, no this, no that. And I'm just like,
I know some of them. You see them squatting to the floor. I'm like, fuck, your baby might pop out. Jesus Christ, keep that thing in there. It's still cooking.
I think I saw the head come out.
All right, I'm gonna let Heartbreaker get in the mix with a couple of songs. When we get back, I want to talk about cars and stuff because you got
ooh,
a
and
nice
tattoos.
cars
Let's
and
do it all day.
tattoos. Yeah, Heartbreaker,
Yeah.
let's go. So we were talking off air, and Devin just told Brandy that he has 10 Frenchies at home. 10, right? 10?
10, yeah.
I want
How much you want, bro?
And now she's
You said I'm pricey for training. That's a whole nother ballgame.
I know. They're probably like 5
Yeah, at least.
racks. Yeah.
If you want it as a pet, when you get into the breeding aspect, it's even more money. Like my most expensive Frenchie cost me 20 grand.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to breed them. I just
What
want,
makes
like, a
them so
companion.
expensive? Like, are they?
I mean, they are expensive dogs. I mean,
Yeah.
they have a lot of different issues that could pop up, and then the breeding aspect itself, like from the surgeries to the C-sections to all that
'cause-
stuff. I mean, you're spending
And
a
I
good
take,
amount.
I
Yeah,
take
you're-
it men are more expensive. The males.
no, actually, the females. Like
See,
so,
I
like
only like girls.
so, like I said, 9 females I have and 1 male.
He
Yeah,
said,
I
and
like
all
that
the
female
girls are the
dogs.
ones that fight, not
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy.
Well, yeah, right, because they birth.
Yeah,
birth-
all the
you can
estrogen,
breed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're hormonal, so I mean especially when they're pregnant too. Like if any of the other Frenchies get near them, they want to snap at them.
That's crazy.
I've
It's
never.
just that like motherly instinct. Imagine if humans, like when you're pregnant, like a chick comes too close to you, you're like, ah! That would be fucking hilarious.
Brandy, are you gonna start attacking girls?
Shit.
I don't know. I might.
Jeez.
If they come too close to you, maybe.
All she's been talking
Except
about
for,
lately.
except for J-Lo.
Oh, except
Yeah,
J Lo
except
can
for
attack me.
J-Lo.
It's fine. She's single again. Devin, dive into DMs.
She is?
Yeah. Start-
Wait, weren't they just married?
She got divorced again.
No.
Yeah.
She
They
were
wasn't. They were
engaged.
engaged.
Engaged,
They
sorry.
weren't married.
She's
Well,
been
now-
engaged a lot.
Well, no more A-Rod. A-Rod's out of the situation.
Yeah.
Devin, I think you have a chance to dive in the DMs
Okay,
and
but
possibly
what-
get J-Lo.
Hey, here's the
What's
thing though.
up?
Everyone says my mom looks like J-Lo, so is that kind of weird?
Well, then
Nah.
try out Kim Kardashian. Then
Yeah, she's single too.
She likes black dudes, man.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
She went after
Well,
Kanye.
no, she was married to that one guy for like.
You got enough
70
tattoos,
hours
you know.
that was, like-
You're fine.
There's not one Kardashian that dates a white dude or a Mexican
Yeah,
dude.
there is. What's her name? Is dating Travis Barker.
Oh.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah, that's right.
What's her
Courtney,
name?
Courtney.
Travis Barker slid
Swooping
in.
in.
Yeah,
She's
he
the
slid in
okay. I
those
take that back.
DMs.
She's the only one that goes for white dudes.
Slid in.
Chloe is the hottest of the family.
You like Chloe?
Yeah.
You're a Chloe fan?
I mean, Chloe's pretty and all.
I
but
like Kylie's bae. I just like Kylie.
Really?
Kylie, yeah.
See, I like.
Can we go back to
I like
before all
Kendall.
the plastic
Yeah.
surgery and
No,
then you
Mike
make
likes
your
the big
decision?
stuff.
The Kylie doesn't look like Kylie now.
That's funny.
No, I
when
like
he-
Kendall. Kendall is her name.
Oh yeah,
I
Kendall.
think
Kendall-
Kendall's probably the
Yeah,
most
well,
normal.
She's
Kendall
also
and
the
Courtney.
supermodel.
Yeah.
She grows her
Courtney and-
armpit hair. I can't do that.
Oh no.
She does what?
Shave it when she's sleeping.
She's
It's fine.
natural. She's yeah.
Stop being a hater. You don't shave either. Shut up.
That's different, bro. What you mean?
They have like an
How is
on-air
it
dispute
different?
that they've been
How
going.
is
This
it
has been going
different?
on forever
I
now.
don't shave my legs or my arms.
Now,
I
because you're
said-
pregnant.
I said her. I said her armpits,
no.
not her
Actually, her
arms.
hair. She has no hair that grows on her
Actually,
legs.
no,
It's
I
crazy.
don't.
Nothing.
You don't
So
shave
I'm
your
just lucky.
You don't shave your armpits. Let the world see.
She doesn't. They don't grow.
I don't have like hair. I don't have like arm
Okay, then
hair
we
or
can't
leg
talk-
hair, so-
then
There's
we
no follicles.
It's the Asian side of me.
Oh,
The
here we
Asian
go.
Oh my god.
Harper, don't start getting racist
All
on me
right.
right now.
I'm getting back to Devin.
All right. Anyways,
So you are you're breeding the Frenchies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people could obviously find that online. When did you start doing that? And like, do you keep any as just your pets, or are all of them for sale? Like,
Yeah, so I started 5 years ago.
okay,
I got mentored for like a year. It's super detailed. Like I said, it's not like any other breed. You know, when you're caring for them, like around the clock, every 2 hours, feeding them. I mean, it's probably like a kid. Like I know when I have a kid, I'm well ready to go.
you're,
There you
you're
go.
already trained.
Yeah,
trained.
I'm definitely trained. So I keep some and then I sell majority of them, and whether it's to pet homes like your guys' self or other breeders. But for the most part, honestly, I sell to a lot of pet homes because I don't know how other breeders operate, and sometimes it makes me feel uncomfortable. Even if I can make more money, it's not really about that for me.
Yeah.
So I'd rather go to a pet home and sell it for way less than I know it's going to a loving home.
that's good.
Well, you know, if I want another dog,
Oh my god.
but I would get her
She ain't
fixed
gonna let
right
it go,
away.
bro.
I'm sorry. I'm
But I
sorry,
would get
bro,
it fixed
but
right away.
I'd rather buy a car than
Yeah?
a dog.
Excuse you?
It's expensive. It's like a car.
So is a car, but at least a dog will give you love and
Yeah.
affection, and they'll
I
love
can't-
you
I can't-
forever.
The dog won't let me
He's a
ride it
dog
to
hater.
fucking work.
He's a dog hater. He's a dog hater.
He doesn't-
Certain ones will.
He doesn't like dogs. Just what
Yeah,
it is.
he's a dog hater.
He's a
Like,
rare
who
breed because
hates
there's not many
dogs?
people
That's
that
not.
say that.
That's not.
Ugh.
That's not.
He
true.
Are
hates
you a
dogs
cat
and he hates
person?
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, right? And he hates Eminem too.
And Eminem.
He hates all the goats.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just hates them all.
Fine. We'll let it go this time. I'm not even gonna explain
my
myself.
God. So you started doing
Here.
this when you were living in Cali still, right?
Yep.
So you had to move all the dogs to Vegas?
Well, at that time, at that time I had 5 of my own, but I had a litter that was just born, and there was 8 of them. So I had 13 that I was lugging from Cali to Vegas.
They were in my
Jeep. They were in my Jeep. We were just mobbing it together.
Just fucking 13 dogs mobbing out to Vegas. That is so gangster. That would have been a vlog. I would have did that as a vlog. I would have been like, you gotta stop so 13 dogs can use the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? What do you feel?
One after one.
All right, one at a time.
Yeah, go.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh,
Lily's a lot, so I can't imagine 13 of her.
Yeah, so the most I've ever had in my house, I think, is like 18.
Wow.
See, that sounds like my dream.
Because I've had 2 litters like within 5 days of each other. So you figure the 5 adults that I had at the time, plus 2 that were pregnant, and they would give.
Do you just let them go out the backyard to piss and shit? Like that's it, or you have to do it yourself?
No, I let them in the backyard.
Okay.
I actually have a company that comes to my house once a week and
Of course
picks
you
up
do.
all the poop in the back.
Oh
Of course
my
you do.
God.
I did it.
Oh, you wealthy.
Yeah, of course you do.
Well,
Yeah.
I was out
Shit.
there one time doing it. I said, "This is not for me.
Yeah,
This
that
is not-
stinks. It smells
There's
so bad.
way too much poop back here."
Boy, you got 18 dogs. I can imagine.
Well, at least they're not like Lily size, because Lily's poops
Oh my
are,
God,
like,
our dog. We have a
fucking
104
gigantic.
pound pit bull, and it's just
Like
it's
her poops are
unreal.
like as big as my head. It's so crazy.
I'm
So
like,
it's
this
2
has got to
bags.
stop.
Off topic. I love your hat, man.
Thank you.
Can I guess where you got it from?
Culture Kings.
That's right, in Australia. My
Uh-huh.
guy.
Mhm.
That's where I get mine.
A-frames,
Wow.
baby.
A-frames, baby.
All day.
Yeah, he even has like,
Yes. No, you know what's so funny
I
is
just met somebody
Bro.
that likes A-frames. There
oh
you
my,
go.
that's the only thing I fuck with.
he has
I
like a
love
hat
how
carrier.
structured the fronts are.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
man.
You
Sorry.
guys are such hype beasts.
When I say Culture Kings, they're like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Yeah, you don't know that
yeah,
shit."
you don't know.
Have you been to the store?
No, I haven't gone to Australia. I
Oh,
would
okay.
love
So
to.
I've been to the Melbourne store.
Oh, really?
It's dope in there. They got like a barber shop and everything.
That's funny. I
You
got
gotta
my
step
cart
your
ready
game up.
on my computer right now because they just released like 20 new hats this morning.
He's on it.
That's it. Speaking of really expensive things, Devin has really expensive cars. The Skyline. What?
Ooh, fuck you,
Dude,
Mikey.
I think it's one of my favorite cars. What? Do you have
Yeah,
a car
you're an ass.
obsession? Was this like a thing you were growing up? Are you a car enthusiast?
When I started killing it, I was like, I want to start looking at cars that I'd be interested in. And a GTR wasn't even something I was interested in as a
What?
kid.
Did you buy it new or was it?
Yeah, I got it new. Actually, initially I leased it because I was still, freshly making the money. So I was like, well, just in case something happens, heaven forbid, I'll do a lease.
Yeah.
And then I bought it out after the lease
Nice.
was over.
What year is it?
It's a 14.
Wow.
So I got it when I was 23. I had lived in Jersey for a year, and so my goal was save up money because Shreds was paying my rent.
Yeah.
I literally had no bills except for a phone bill to pay. They were paying for our rent. We took my ex-best friend's car out there. We were driving his car, and so yeah, I didn't have to pay for shit. So I just saved up, and the minute I moved home, boom, went and got the GTR.
Nice.
107 off the lot, right?
It was 110.
110.
110.
Can I say something really fast? So Mikey had a GTR for the past week.
I
Yeah, he was telling me
I
about
rented it for a couple
Yeah.
music videos. I was mobbing in that bitch. I
And
can't
it's
lie.
one of my favorite cars because I was obsessed with Fast and Furious growing up. And this man right here that I'm going to claim for just the moment because I'm very, very, very mad.
She's salty about something.
He did not let me drive the damn car.
I didn't let her.
Not even once.
Brandy-
not even nothing. Not
Bran-
even like down the desert, like where there's
But-
no cars on the road.
But Brandy,
Don't even go there. I
but
know what you're about to
Brandy,
say.
you know why?
Don't
you
even go
crash
there.
Cars.
Don't, no, I did not.
You crash cars.
I
You-
totaled one car in the 17 years I've been driving. Okay.
No, she's not a terrible driver.
Yeah.
She's a distracted driver.
She's just
Oh my
mediocre.
God.
Yeah, but you
Excuse
think
me,
that
I'm
if she sat in
excellent.
the GTR, she wouldn't be like extra cautious about it?
Oh, she would be so. She
Exactly.
would have been honestly,
I'm
and
cautious with
I
your
would have
car.
let her do it, but I kind of made it a point to not bring her to a couple shoots when I was in the desert with the car, so I didn't have to answer.
Just
to that
out of
question.
curiosity, do
Yeah,
you
you
have
see?
do you have an Asian original GTR where the steering wheel is on the opposite side?
No. I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
No, he wouldn't be able to drive that.
Yeah.
I actually saw somebody the other day with a GTR with driving on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
Probably
kind of
Asian,
like
wasn't he?
they were originated.
Super dope, man.
How fast have you taken it up to?
Probably like 180.
Sheesh.
But I never have a good straightaway. I actually just did it recently when I was going to Cali with it because the 15 just boom.
Yeah, that's an adrenaline rush.
I've done like 165 on the 215.
So there's no chip in the engine, right? So it doesn't stop you
No,
at
no.
a certain right.
Yeah.
Dude, these things are all-wheel drive. You hit the gas, it just fucking goes. Like,
You know what's funny is like the younger generation super hyped on the GTR because when I got my Lambo that I had for 2 years when I was 25, I had both of them at the same time, and I would always post them up like, which one do you guys like? And everyone just always hyped up the GTR.
Dude, the GTR.
You wealthy,
Yeah.
wealthy.
I got the 2015 Huracan when it first came out.
Yeah.
I hate you.
Oh, be nice.
He got his Jeep outside. He got the fucking.
I thought we were brothers for a minute. You know, he's talking about
the Hatch
culture
brothers.
things, and now I can't. No, I'm not in the same tax bracket, bro.
It's all right. He got the Jeep outside. What? It's a different version. It's a one.
What's a Rubicon 4 before? I
That's it, yeah.
just souped the shit out of it.
Okay, yeah, shit. The
Yeah,
roll
my
cage
favorite
and everything.
colors on there.
Yeah, got the lime green in there, neon green, I should say.
If I pay for a session, will you let me rev the GTR?
Rev it up.
Let's do it. I'll let you drive it down the street.
Yeah. Can Brandy drive it down the street?
You can drive it down the street.
Oh!
Yeah, that's right. He's not a hater.
Hey, I'll give you a call. We won't let the boys know about it.
Wait, can you bring the dog?
Yeah.
And the dog. Oh, it's me, her, and 10 dogs in
And
the back.
mobbing.
I love
And
it.
you don't think you're gonna be distracted, right?
You know
Oh my
what?
God.
We're gonna settle this off the air when we're done here, because I got a
So-
bone to pick with you.
Obviously, social media is a huge thing. You have the look. It's the cars, the tattoos, the fitness. Did the tattoo thing come when the fitness thing started happening, or did you start getting tattoos when you were younger?
So I got my first one at 19.
Okay.
And I hid that from my mom because my mom hates tattoos, doesn't have any. My sister has a couple.
Do you
but-
still hide your tattoos from your mom?
Shit, I don't think it's possible anymore.
Walking like this.
Like every time I do another tattoo or I'm in a session for something, she's the first one to comment on one of my posts and either put like ew or oh my god another one. I'm like you've been
That would
doing this
sound like
since
my mom.
you've been doing this since I'm 20. Come on.
That's how my mom feels about my sneaker collection.
I got a sneaker collection too.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Where do you
Sneakers
shop out
and
here?
hats?
Do you go to that Grail Storm place?
Grailstorm, Urban Necessities.
I was just getting all my shoes online.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. I just went into that Urban Necessities place. Dude, I'm like, how do you find shoes in here? There's so many fucking shoes.
So there's a QR code on the bottom of every shoe,
Uh-huh.
and then it'll pull up every size they have available in that shoe.
Look at him. He knows.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
he's on it.
he's in there. He likes the
I just-
wrap shoes and the Saran and everything. Like
Yeah.
that's his thing.
I just got my UNC ones.
Oh,
Okay.
UNC. Chapel Hill, baby.
Oh my
Oh
god.
gosh.
North Carolina.
This
I was
is
like, where are you going with
hold on.
this?
This is
North
my beef with
Carolina.
Jordans. They re-release the same shoe over and over again, and people
And-
get re-hyped about
This
it.
one
Oh,
isn't a re-release.
This isn't?
This is the very
No.
first colorway in suede.
This isn't the original baby blue one that came out years ago.
No, because it was leather. These are all suede with the leather.
Yeah, so there's.
Do you have
those
Jordan
differences.
ones?
Yeah.
Is that are you a Jordan fan or?
Some of the Jordans are uncomfortable, so it's just hit or miss.
Let me guess. You're a 1, 4, 6, 9, and 11 kind of guy.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like
I got
that's the
the
Jay
J-
Cutler thing
I got
too.
the J's on right now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the first. He
See,
put
my
his shoe on the
favorite
top of
were
the table.
That's all right. He wealthy. He can pay for a wax.
Oh man.
I cannot.
Fuck, man. All right, so speaking of social media, how do you deal with
tattoos.
fucking haters? What do you do with the haters? Because everybody gets them. I know you were in some fucking drama on social media a couple years ago. What do you do to defend yourself against the
Yeah,
haters?
you know, in the beginning, I was like, man, why are people so mean? And I didn't know how to really address it. But now it's been so many years of just doing it, I just ignore it. It's either one of things: ignore it and let them keep commenting because they're only contributing to giving you more comments on your page. So I'll take it.
This is true.
And then
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
for
thing
sure.
is either if it really offended me in some way, then just block them.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of how I've dealt with it. I don't see the point in responding back. You're feeling their fire. That's why they're doing what they're doing.
What's the typical comment?
Typical comment. I mean, probably with all the drama that I had back in the day with
he had a woman that was trying to beef with him on YouTube, made a YouTube video about him.
What'd you do, pal?
So I'll talk about it because it's in the past, whatever. So look at OnlyFans. I look at this as a perfect example. So OnlyFans is so huge right now, right?
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
we also had back in the day when Kim Kardashian came with her sex tape, right? You think that if that shit was
Hey.
put out today, that it would be hyped up the way it was back then?
No way.
Oh,
No,
because
No
way.
For
because
sure not.
OnlyFans is so
Absolutely not.
normalized, right? So
Yeah.
back several years ago, I had an assistant working for me, and I taught her the ropes on my online coaching. So I'd promote the online coaching, and she'd do the back end stuff.
Which seems normal.
And that's what everyone does today.
Yep.
But back then, that was not normalized. So to hear that somebody had somebody working for them, I'm sorry, I'm a good business person. I
Yeah.
know how to work my way in different ways, so I have time and attention to everything else. It was just unheard of to have that. So I got the heat for what everyone essentially is doing now. So I'll get comments like that here and there. I don't get too much hate on a consistent
Dude, she was
basis.
basically trying to shit on him because he had a team. Like that's weird. It's like you have a team that works for you. Yeah, because I want to get shit
done.
done.
Run a fucking business.
Well,
Yeah.
and back then we had some hate on us, so I had fired her like 6 months before she even came out with anything. And this is back when I was younger, so I didn't have a confidentiality agreement. So she, I probably could have still taken her to court for all the stuff that she did and whatnot. But so when we had a lot of heat, that was her opportunity, that 10 seconds of fame to go and tell the haters, hey, I got dirt on Devin.
Fuck that. You need to have a team. Heartbreaker had a team here at
No,
HB
but-
Radio. Having a team is smart.
Hey, look at it like this. That year, right before I fired her, I was giving her 20% of what we made. We did $1 million in online coaching. The girl wasn't complaining back then when I was.
That's a lot of money. She all right.
I feel like I'm in the wrong industry.
I was writing her checks for $20,000 a month, and she wasn't complaining then. So.
Well, no. Also, like another thing is that she wouldn't have made that money without you. So what
Exactly.
is she complaining about? Like she's.
We
still
were actually
making
talking
money.
about this last night a little bit, and you were the guy that made her the money. That's why it's crazy to me. It's like fucking,
She
like
wouldn't have done
you're,
that on her own.
you're the face, so she's not making his money without you. So how are you trying to bite the hand that feeds you? That's stupid.
She also had 2 DUIs. She was from Jersey.
That's
and
why
here's
she
the
didn't have a car.
here's the real shit, because she was one of my close friends at the time. Her ex was cheating on her, and they split. And he used to do my diets initially and brought her on board, and that's how we got connected. So he's like, "Hey, I want you to fire her," and I said, "Nah, she's doing her job. You shouldn't have brought her on and cross business with pleasure." So I backed her. I said, "Move to Cali." I said, "Come over here, get away from that toxic environment, and start crushing it here." She just took advantage of her job.
Hey.
Man, people do. They get complacent. I mean, even at $200K a year, doing nothing but sitting behind a computer, people still take advantage of it.
I mean, that's kind of what I do here and there with my girlfriends. Like when they're having issues or they're on vacation and they need help with their OnlyFans, like I'll go on there and like talk to these people for them, and they think it's
Make
her.
money.
Yeah.
She literally does it, and it's really a business.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
There's a girl out here that's all she does. She has like assistants that do it for all the girls around here.
It's
Yeah.
a smart
percentage.
business because now you can still focus on other stuff. Send the content, let somebody else write for you, and then
Yeah.
you don't have to feel awkward because
Correct. You're in a relationship and
Yeah.
you're telling this dude right here, "Hey, baby, what's up?"
yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's great.
For sure, like it's smart. It's
Fuck
just
yeah.
smart. Like it's not like
And I think more people are starting to do the assistant route in the social media world. That, like I said, when you're pioneering things from the content to the business stuff like that, you're going to take the bullets on things because you're being smarter than everyone else first.
I know, and that's why before you even came in, I told Heartbreaker, I said, Devin is the pioneer for all of the stuff that's happening now. You were already doing it, and I think now it's so normalized. Like you said, the Kim K sex tape would have been nothing now because everybody's on OnlyFans.
She would have made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, she would have fucking.
She would have released it on purpose.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure. Well, also it also helps you from not getting burnt out. When
Yeah.
you have someone to help you, when you have a team, when
Absolutely.
you have somebody like you can keep doing your thing and not get burnt out and
And
start
be more
hating it.
efficient too at the same time.
Dude, it's
like
not-
at the end of the day,
For
I
sure.
think what people were mad about was that I wasn't dieting them specifically, but we taught her. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
So
Because
for
of
me-
you.
Correct. So I want to be able to touch more people and transform more bodies. And just because you're not emailing me back and forth every time, like that really makes a difference.
No, it's crazy. I mean, every athlete, every company, it's the same thing across the board. Like The Rock isn't fucking messaging people back. His team is messaging people back. Sorry, guys, if you don't know that online, you're not talking to the fucking Rock when you email Terramana to talk about their tequila.
Yeah, right.
You're not talking to the Rock.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
not.
like.
Maybe like a special here and there, yeah.
Yeah, and
but
he'll
not
fucking
all the
video of that
time.
shit, and it'll be on his Instagram when he showed up
You
to a
know?
fucking house or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
But
People
you
are just
can't.
naive.
Yeah, especially if you have a huge following, it's just not possible for one person to just keep up with all those people. It's just not possible.
Are you on OnlyFans?
I'm not on OnlyFans.
Oh, I didn't know. A lot of people were getting on. Rampage just started OnlyFans. He's just documenting his transformation because Rampage Jackson, UFC fighter, he's one of my best friends.
And
Blew up
my
to about
husband.
300 pounds. He's trying to get back down to 230, and he's doing it all on OnlyFans. You can
Yeah.
only see the transformation on OnlyFans. And
Smart.
He
See,
did.
and that's the thing too. Like my clientele and fan base, whatever you want to call it, it's 80% dudes.
Yeah.
And I'm guaranteeing it's not guys that are like wanting to see me like that. So I'm like, what am I gonna promote on here that I can't just do on Instagram? And
Absolutely, yeah.
You could do like private like training.
What'd you say
sessions
last night?
on there.
When I asked him, you have any weird requests you've gotten from fans online? Any weird, odd
No, like
things?
can I see you
yeah, see, I don't get weird shit like that. Like guys
No?
don't. No,
Alright.
people don't be saying weird shit to me.
Dude, Rampage showed me
Well,
some
yeah,
of his
because they don't want to
DMs
get beat up.
They don't want to get beat up. Yeah, I don't get weird shit like that. No, I don't.
Well, Heartbreaker.
He does toe
gets,
porn.
Yeah,
Do you?
requests about toe porn.
Where he was talking about doing a toe porn OnlyFans. How do you feel about that?
I mean, if I'm making the money, it's less work.
Yeah, you gotta interlock.
One of my friends
toes.
said on her OnlyFans, like she posted her feet, and that was her most like paid out picture.
People who have a foot fetish.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I'm really thinking that some people might have like a pregnancy
fetish.
Yeah.
They
They
might.
just want to see a nice round belly.
That's it. A nice.
Got some coconut oil over there.
Oh my gosh.
So before I get you out of here, I want to take it back to like the fitness a little bit. What inspires you to keep going in the fitness world? Like, you know, what is your motivation to get you up and, you know, get you to the gym every day and help clients? Do you have an inspiration?
Yeah, I mean, aside from the fact that I just have a genuine passion for fitness, I also feel like now that my platform is so big, it's a big responsibility that I'm supposed to be motivating people on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
You know, people look for me for motivation. So if I'm slacking, I'm not doing my job. So that's always been one of my driving forces. I always say without the people that are following me, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, you know? So I'm super appreciative of the people that follow me. So I know that I have to show up every single day because of those things.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's not a job where you go to an office, but you still have to show up for your fans online and your clients. You still have to show up and do stuff.
Yeah, it's like I always say, it's like a TV show. So if I'm not constantly on there and staying relevant and present, people are gonna forget about me.
Yep.
You know, even when I went through all my shit that I went through, I asked myself, I have two things that can happen. I can either fold and, like you said, never see these people again. It's either that, or I can just keep pushing forward and rise above again. I would post every day, and I just wouldn't address any of the haters, and I just kept posting. And then at some point, like a big older brother or sister, you don't respond to the teasing anymore. They just stop doing it.
Yeah.
And it just, over the years, it's almost non-existent now.
That's true.
So it's just being consistent.
What advice would you give a younger Devin?
A younger
If you could look back at that 19 or 20-year-old Devin or that high school Devin, what advice would you give him today?
Well, I mean, I feel like social media has evolved so much, so these people are starting so soon. You know, they had something that I didn't have that leverage for.
Oh, for
so,
sure.
you know, I guess my best piece is what I did too, is just constantly learn from people that are better than you and take everything you learn from each person and grow. Like, even for me, where I'm at now, I want to keep surrounding myself with people that are doing it better than me.
Yeah.
I don't think I have all the answers, and the minute you think you do is when you come stagnant again. So I'm always just opening my mind to learning different things. So with that aspect in mind, like, take what people say, even if you don't agree with what they're saying, take everyone's things and then formulate into what you think's your opinion on it, and then hustle that way.
Hell yeah. That's good.
I like it. That's awesome.
I like that. That's a good answer. That might be the best answer we've got. I always ask that
for
question
sure.
to my guests. I think that might have been one of the better ones, if not the best.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure.
What's next
I
for
like
Devin Physique? Before I get you out of here, what's the next thing? You have anything in the
Yeah, so you know, you guys talked about, I mean, a lot of people in the fitness space call me the OG, right? Like, even over like a Jay Cutler, because when we got on that platform, Jay Cutler was big in like the fitness space, which
the
is
magazines and stuff.
Yeah,
remember?
right. And I'm some random kid that has never been on stage but has a huge following, and we were just dominating over the real, you know, fitness people. So it's just crazy how much like social media just evolves, and now Jay's starting to see like how lucrative, you know, online is. So
Oh, for sure.
yeah, the space is crazy.
So what's next? What you got going
So
on?
with that being said, with the OG status, I've actually I hired a mentor. I've been working with for the last year. So I'm actually mentoring people how to get on the platform. So whether it's someone your guys' age or even younger that just wants to get on and do what I'm doing, I'm mentoring them how to get on social media and how to execute things, be consistent on the platform, stop posting just to post, and now we're posting with purpose. So that's what my new course is right now that I've been running. I'm actually starting tonight with my next course.
Awesome.
So it's been cool to been.
This is like the launch for it then.
Yeah.
Like,
Perfect.
I want to check that out.
So we do, yeah, it's one-on-one with them, and you know, it's just cool to see people, you know, get inspired and want to go after the dreams that I used to want to go after too when I was their age.
I love that. Posting with purpose. That's great, because a lot of people you do see online just post to post, and there's nothing. Like, you're literally posting for no reason. Nobody can even respond because it's not a respondable thing. Like, posting with purpose. That's good. I like
I
that.
always do that.
Me
I mean,
too.
everything I post, there's a reason why I do it. My stories are set up a lot of the time. I create content today for tomorrow. And that's how I always stay in head. And that's the stuff that I teach in the course as well.
Okay.
To get people organized. I'm super OCD with my stuff. But again, I've been on this platform so long.
Yeah.
I feel like I just know it with my eyes closed.
Will we see you doing any TikTok dances?
No TikTok.
Yes,
Ah,
let's do it. No, you guys should do one.
We should do a TikTok
together.
today. Get you back on the platform.
Let's do like one before we leave. It'll be fun.
All right, where can we follow you? Website, Instagram, for the people that don't know.
Yeah, so pretty much everything's Devin Physique. And then my website's just devinphysique.coach.
DevinPhysique.com.
Super simple.
I like that. And we got at DJ Heartbreaker over there, Heartbreaker with an A. And we got at the Brandy Ann. And I am Mikey P. And this is Mikey Unplugged. Devin, thank you for coming out.
Thank you guys for having me. I
It was a
appreciate
lot
it.
of fun. And she's going to hold you too, driving the Skyline. So I'm
And
letting
the
you know.
dogs.
Let's do it.
And the dogs.
And the dogs.
I'm all
All
for
right.
it.
I think more with the dogs than the car.
Oh my God. Heartbreaker, take us out.